Okay, so welcome to Biology Form 5. So today we will learn new chapter, chapter 5, Response in Plants. Yesaya 40 ayat 29 mengatakan dia memberi kekuatan kepada yang lelah dan menambah semangat kepada yang tiada berdaya. So, Effective Microorganism Technology, EM Technology. Effective microorganism, EM, are mixed cultures of anaerobic microorganisms that are used in agricultural and livestock industries to increase the quality and yield production. So one of the many microorganisms present in EM is yeast. Okay, yeast, they produce hormones and enzymes which act as bioactive substances to increase the cell division's activity in plant and root cells. So apart from that, yeast also increases the rate of photosynthesis in plants, stimulating more productions of flower and fruit. So we go to types of responses in plants. Okay, so plants like humans and animals, they adapt to their surrounding. So plants also respond to the changes in the surrounding. Okay, so actually you have learned about plant response in Form 3. Okay, so we have two types of responses. Okay, plant responses. The first one is tropism and the second one is nestic response. Tropism responses and nestic responses. So we go to tropism responses first. Tropism responses are the response of certain plants, certain parts of plants such as root and shoots that responds towards or away from a stimulus. Okay? Tropism responses are responses of certain part of plants such as root and shoots that responds towards or away from a stimulus. Okay, so there are several types of tropism in plants. Okay, so we have Tecmo Tropism, geotropism, hydrotropism, phototropism, and also chemotropism. So characteristic of tropism: the response is permanent and influenced by plant hormones. The response is slow and not apparent. The response direction is dependent on the direction of the stimulus. Okay, so we call positive tropism if the growth towards the directions of stimulus, and we call negative tropism if the growth of the plant are away from the stimulus. Okay, so we have types of tropism. The first one, Tecmo Tropism. Tecmo Tropism is the plant response to touch. Okay, respond kepada sentuhan. Example here, this one is tendrils. Tendrils, they exhibit positive thigmotropism by coiling or wrapping around an object such as wooden strake for support. So this is examples of thigmotropism. So bila dia tersentuh kepada sesuatu objek, dalam kes ini dia adalah dawai kan. Okay, so dia akan coil atau wrap around, okay, for support. So ini adalah thigmotropism, response to touch. Okay, second one is geotropism. Geotropism ini adalah plant response to gravity. Okay, to gravity. So this is examples of geotropism. Should show negative geotropism because should dia grow upward. Okay, dia tidak grow towards the gravity, dia grow opposite of the gravity. So itu kita panggil negative geotropism untuk shoot. For root, Root pula dia show positive geotropism because the growth of the roots adalah towards the gravity. Right? So this is example of geotropism. And then we have hydrotropism. Hydrotropism is plant response to water. Okay? So here in this example, root shows positive hydrotropism because the root grow towards the water. Okay? And then phototropism is the plant response to light. Phototropism responds to light. Okay, shoots here in this photograph, shoots shows positive phototropism because they grow towards light. Right? And then chemotropism. Chemotropism is plant response to chemical. Okay? From the name we know chemo. So we know that this is response to chemical. Example here. The roots show positive chemotropism when they grow towards the mineral salts. And the root here show negative chemotropism when they grow away from chemical substance such as poison. Okay? The root here dia grow dia adalah geotropism. Dia punya growth adalah towards the gravity. Tetapi dia adalah negative chemotropism. Dia grow away from the chemical substance. Okay? So this is examples of chemotropism. Okay, itu adalah tropism. Okay, chemotropism, phototropism, hydrotropism, geotropism, and thigmotropism. Itu adalah types of tropism. So, how about nestic responses? Nestic responses dia include photonesty, seismonesty, nyctinesty, thermonesty, and thigmonesty. So characteristic of nestic responses, not all nestic responses are growth responses. This response is quicker and more apparent compared to the tropism responses. Some nestic responses are intended for survival. Intended for survival. So, type of nestic responses. Photonesty. Okay? Typically, flower petals engage in photonesty as a response to light. Okay, so this is Japanese roses. Japanese roses. Japanese roses open early in the morning when they receive maximum sunlight. And at night, the Japanese roses close. Dia punya flower petals, dia punya bunga. Okay, so itu adalah photonesty. So di sini, not all nestic responses are growth responses. Dia tidak semestinya growth. Okay, so di sini dia adalah dalam pembukaan dan penutupan bunga. Dia respon kepada cahaya. Okay, seismonesty is a plant response that occur due to mechanical stimulus such as shock, touch, wind, and raindrops. So this response can be seen on leaves, stigma, and stamens. Stigma and stamen yang organ pembiakan untuk tumbuhan berbunga. Okay, so kita ada contoh, ini adalah mimosa plant. Mimosa, rumput semalu. When it is touched, what happen? Dia punya daun-daun ini akan malu-malu, betul kan? Dia menguncup. So itu adalah respon kepada shock, touch, sentuhan. Okay, sentuhan ataupun raindrops. So itu adalah seismonesty. Okay, and then kita ada nyctinesty. Nyctinesty is a circadian rhythm that responds towards the onset of darkness. Okay, onset of darkness. This is the key word. Normally, the leaves of legume plants such as the river tamarind closes its leaves at night and unfurls them during daytime. Okay, so ini adalah respon kepada onset of darkness. Okay, dia tutup pada waktu malam, dan siang dia tidak. Okay, so ini adalah contoh river tamarind. Thermonasty. Thermonasty is the plant response towards changes in the surroundings temperature. So thermo, so temperature lah. Okay. For example, tulips they open when there is an increase in temperature and they close when the temperature drops. So this one they close when temperature drops, opens when the temperature increase. Thermonasty. Tigmonasty. Tigmonasty is the plant response towards vibration. Okay, so keywords dia di sini adalah vibration. Okay. This response can be seen in carnivorous plants such as the Venus flytrap. Ini Venus flytrap. So, the exerted stimulus causes it to clamp its leaves shut and trap the insect inside it. So, bila ada saja pergerakan atau vibration, dia boleh detect, dia response dengan cara clamping its leaves. Dan dia akan trap the insect. Okay, so carnivorous plants, you already learned this, carnivorous plants. Okay, so itu sahaja untuk hari ini. So itu sahaja, yaitu types of response. So we have tropism and also nesty. Okay, so dia memberi kekuatan kepada yang lelah dan menambah semangat kepada yang tiada berdaya. Dia di sini adalah merujuk kepada Tuhan kita yang satu. Yesaya 40 ayat 29. Thank you, class.